I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, in recent years, no doubt, this has been the NBA's epicenter.
I'll take it one level above you, baby. How about this team has redefined the offense in the NBA, leading the league with record-setting three-point shots made.
Join us to watch some of the greatest players on the planet, and they're ready to go. Curry to Thompson. Curry. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Curry. Now that's a contest. And look out. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
George to the basket, but it won't go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Beverly. Nothing going here on that drive. From long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Thompson. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Exclamation point. Willie Cauley-Stein with the slam.
Ed, I bet you can't say his name 3 times fast.
That's William Cauley-Stein, my
I said
friend.
fast, Ed, fast.
A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out. Here's Curry with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Well, he missed his first 3 from downtown, but he gets this one to go.
And it's called short-term memory. The good players don't have one.
George. Green always looking for the steal. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Free throw, good. 3-point play, gonna tie things up at 7. Cauley-Stein to Curry. Thompson. That's how you defend. Here's Leonard for 2. Kawhi Leonard, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
And a backcourt violation. Leonard. Tough shot. He hits.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
To George. Fires the 3. His first effort off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Leonard. From the outside, no good. Curry into the front court. They're down 3. Fires the 3. He was all over him.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Curry with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Has a chance. Shot by Thompson, no good. Baseline drive. Paul George, 2 of 4 now.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. They're gonna make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Curry to Thompson. Curry. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
George, tough matchup with Draymond Green. 4-3. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Curry buries it.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Slam dunk.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Curry can't go down. Smothering defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
D'Angelo Russell sends it away. Possession lies with Golden State. That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. Thompson. To Green. Curry. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there. Deep three at the buzzer. First quarter's complete. The Clippers have the lead. On to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Steve Kerr gets some new personnel on the floor. Curry to Russell. Curry, he continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
To Thompson, trying to cash in. Yes, Klay Thompson, 3 for 6 now.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally react?
Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Curry, he continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Warriors have the basketball. Knocked loose. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Substitution being made in this one.
For the Los Angeles Clippers, number 40, Ivica Zubac.
Leonard. Great defense, forcing the miss. Curry to bring it up. 2-point advantage. For three, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Yes, Klay Thompson, 4 out of 7.
Klay isn't usually a guy that goes to the bucket. He usually pulls up for threes, but that was a nice, easy lay-in right there.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Kawhi Leonard against the former Cougar to Beverly. Leonard. That's good D. Shot no good. Curry into the front court. Leads 4. Beyond the arc for 3. Can't connect. It's no good. To Leonard. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Williams into the front court. Down just a couple. Klay Thompson rejects it. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Time to shuffle things up.
For LA, number 20.
George.
Number 23. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Paul George. He's going to get 3 shots here. Hasn't missed yet. Knocks down the first. Second of 3, no good. It's Steph at the controls. Here's a chance from long range, and Steph Curry dials in from 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Leonard to Beverly. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Here's Curry with it up top. Leads just a point. Tough shot. Well defended. To Paul George. And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
Cauley Stein to Curry. Lets it fly from long range. Wow, 7 threes in this first half alone. This could be an all-time performance.
And the record is only 13. He's better than halfway there. But as a shooter, you have to remain lost in the battle. And you're only as good as your last shot. Don't beat that record, destroy it.
Thompson buries the wide-open 3. That's too easy.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Oh, that's tough. It's Steph Curry with the rock. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Steph, he can make that shot with his eyes closed. Wide open, knocks down the 3.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Throws it down.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
To Curry. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
And Kawhi Leonard buries the 3 with a hand in his face.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
To Thompson. from long range. He'll take that any day.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Straight on three. At the buzzer. Good. A three at the buzzer. Everything going right so far as they've extended the lead. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
It's Curry controlling the offense. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. 10 threes for him now in the game, Jay. Just astonishing.
And I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's only happened 30-something times since the three-point line went into effect in 1979. Goes to show you how big of a night he's having.
How old were you back then?
I was not born yet, my friend.
Boom, baby. Kawhi Leonard. Oh, straight down the middle for two.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
To Green. Five to shoot for Golden State. Paul George tips it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Count it.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Have to be careful inbounding the basketball, but good anticipation by the defense.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
And Stephen Curry, the fastest release in the NBA, hits the three.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
George, well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Thompson, that's off the side of the rim, short.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Curry has it.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you.
Fires the three. Trying for a 40-point night, but it's off the mark. Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Klay Thompson. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
He drills the three.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Leonard buries it on the catch and shoot.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Steph lets loose. Not going down for him this time.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
And the defender over-pursues, and he's called for it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Last 2 minutes. Subbing in for the Golden State Warriors.
Curry to Thompson. Fires the three. Smothering D.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Curry with the ball. 4-3. And the rebound taken in by Williams. Leonard. To Curry. Thompson. Curry. That one off the mark. It's no good. Curry. He engulfed him that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And scores.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game.
An effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. What I like about this team is that they continue to execute. As a coach, we used to talk about it all the time. I would hear it every single day. Execute, execute, execute. But if you can play with energy and execute, that's the formula for success.
Leonard to George. From the painted area, won't go down. It's Steph at the controls. For three. Not that time. He missed it. Warriors come up with it. Curry. Message received. Well defended. Williams. Lou Williams. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2. Deep three at the buzzer. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. The Clippers are out in front. The Warriors with the basketball to begin the fourth quarter. The defending champs, Jay, getting all they can handle here at the Oracle.
You don't see this very often. They've come in and put up one heck of a fight. But it doesn't matter if you don't get a check in that win column.
And splash. Klay Thompson, quick catch and shoot there for three.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Livingston to bring it up. Leads one. Klay Thompson, tough matchup against George. Beyond the arc for three. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Stuffs it down with authority.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Leonard. Textbook defense. To Alec Burks. Thompson. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Thompson, he had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
Just a little defensive breakdown right there. And an open Klay means 2 points every time.
Here's Leonard for 2. Knocks it down from mid-range.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Thompson. No good. That's great defense. To Paul George. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State. That's their first. Leaves them with 1 remaining the rest of the way. Changes coming from both sides right now.
I know the fans didn't get a chance to hear this during the break, but the coaches are wearing a mic for the broadcast. I heard a lot of arguing inside the huddle. It lets you know that the intensity level is pretty high going into the fourth.
George, defended by Draymond Green. To Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard. To George. It goes down. Oh, he's feeling good. Maybe too good. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Klay Thompson. To Paul George. Has a look. George with a shot, no good. The follow won't go either. To Thompson. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Curry into the front court. Lead is 2. Thompson add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Baseline drive. Leonard to George. Here's a chance from long range. Paul George locked in. Hits the tough 3.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
It's Steph Curry with the rock. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. A bad pass there. Warriors have it.
Turnovers like that at this point of the game are daggers. You can't afford to have empty possessions in the final 2 minutes.
Curry with the basketball. Our score all even here in the fourth quarter. Thompson. And a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
Into the game for the Clippers, number 22, Maurice Harkless.
George on the drive, but his shot misses. Curry to bring it up. All tied up, just underway in this fourth quarter. That right there, Jay, his 8th 3 of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his foul through.
Now the Clippers call a timeout. They're going to have to draw something up for an open look at a 3.
If you would like to participate in an upcoming event, you can register at our team.
Lets it fly from long range. Can't blame the defense. Mo Harkless, tough 3. Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout as they dig into their bag of tricks, trying to draw up the game winner. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Number 23, Louis Williams.
18 feet for the win. That does it for the period. This game is all tied up. Overtime begins, and away we go. We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll make sure they're all on the same wavelength here in this fourth quarter of play. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. To Curry. Going to launch beyond the arc. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Paul George to Beverly. trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Kawhi Leonard, defended by Thompson. To Paul George. And they call it.
A simple touch foul.
Easy path to the rim.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
The pass taken away by the Clippers. Willie Cauley-Stein able to recover with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Thompson to Curry. Has a look. It's good.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
To George. And scores. Strong take.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Leonard. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Thompson. And the Clippers with the rebound. Warriors have it. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Leonard to Williams from long range. And Lou Williams, quick catch and shoot there for three.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
Cash is in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Curry. Thompson. Oh, had him going there for a second. To Thompson. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Now that's a contest.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Knock loose. Kawhi Leonard. Deep two there, won't go.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Thompson, where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion, the backspin. It gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Strong finish for Paul George.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Curry, and he buries it.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Had a chance, but it's no good. Curry into the front court. They lead it, 4-point game. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverly. It stays with Golden State. Curry to Russell. Fires the three, and he hits. Oh, that one could be the dagger as they've opened it up here in the final minute of overtime.
I don't know about that, Ed. I've been a part of a game where we came back from 10 with a minute left to go. Anything is possible.
Would you call that a miracle minute? To Curry. Fires the three. That's how you defend.
Shooters shoot. period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Timeout called here by the Clippers. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench.
Everything about our team. Turn to page 15 in today's game program.
Leonard. No good. No daylight. Great defense.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Leonard. He was all over him.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Oh, Draymond with the putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Count the basket at the rim.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
And Stephen Curry. We say it time and time again. Not much the defense could have done there.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
It's the Warriors who get the victory as they win it in overtime. I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.